Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tucker, and today I think it's time to be honest with myself. The Indiana Pacers, a team that I may have made a prediction about not even making the playoffs this year, in a preseason bold prediction, which everybody makes bold predictions that don't pan out right. You know, that's why they're bold. And I'm not saying that the Pacers are going to completely mess up that bold prediction, but they're making me a bit nervous. The Indiana Pacers look awesome to begin this NBA season. They did blow a game yesterday to Boston. It was funny because I was sitting there watching the game, and they were up by like 15 or 20. They're on this great run. I was like, all right, I'm going to go turn on a different game. And then I checked Twitter, and they lost. I was like, what? But it's still important to talk about the good things that Indiana's doing this year. And the good things that they're doing are making me nervous about my prediction about them not even making the playoffs because they look really, really good. So let's kind of talk about Indiana here. So my reasoning for having that bold prediction was that I just kind of thought there was a lot going on here, right? You've got some of the Victor Oladipo trade rumors that happened over the offseason, some of the Miles Turner trade rumors that happened over the offseason. I just kind of thought there was going to be some upheaval, maybe some unhappy players. TJ Warren maybe not getting as many shots after being really successful in the bubble, and potentially wanting to go to a different team. They've got a new coach. The fit between like Sabonis and Turner, there's just so many things went through my head about possible things that could go wrong for this group. Not to mention the fact that I didn't know if Oladipo was going to come back and look like Oladipo again after all the injury stuff. And all that stuff just convinced me. I was like, what, if there's a team that's probably going to fall out of the playoffs here and allow for someone like, Washington or Atlanta to go into the playoffs, I kind of felt like it would be Indiana. To this point, that has not been the case. Now, it's only been 4 games. They should be 4-0. They blew the game to the Celtics yesterday. But here are the things that have looked really good for Indiana so far. First of all, Oladipo has missed 1 game because he was resting. But the other 3 that he's played, he's looked awesome. Now, some of the shooting stuff is definitely, not sustainable in terms of what he's shooting from 3-point range. But his movement, how quick he looks, how athletic he looks, how good he is getting to the rim, he looks like healthy Victor Oladipo again. He's making plays defensively. He's attacking in ball screens. There's still clearly a little bit of rust there, with some of his decision-making, getting to the rim and things like that. But other than that, it looks like prime Victor Oladipo, like all NBA caliber, all-star caliber Victor Oladipo, which is a huge game changer for this team because they kind of got used to not having that guy. And if now he's back, I mean, they're obviously going to be a playoff team, and they're going to be a dangerous team in the Eastern Conference. The other part of this that I definitely underestimated was the improvement of Domantas Sabonis. This is a guy that I think a lot of people, and I'd probably put myself in this category as well, I'm willing to say this, thought that his all-star appearance last year was a bit of a fluke. It was, a couple guys got injured, whatever, or, just wasn't a super strong group at the forward or the center spot in the Eastern Conference, and Domantas Sabonis got in. And he had a great year, but I wasn't necessarily considering Domantas Sabonis a high-level all-star caliber player in my mind. It's a good player, really good player, someone that I think they should choose over Miles Turner. But I am starting to accept this idea that Domantas Sabonis is just really, really good. I mean, he's got the passing vision. He's got such great strength, such great finishing ability, really good, skill in terms of ball handling, and again, the passing as well. He's not just like a, garbage points, offensive rebounding big guy. There's a lot of skill there, whether it be in the post or otherwise. And that level of improvement for him to continue to get better, I kind of thought he'd reached his ceiling last year. For him to continue to get better is another thing I did not see coming for this group this year. And again, all this stuff comes with the caveat of it only being 4 games, right? And then as you look at their roster, and I knew this when I made the prediction, but I just kind of thought that there were going to be some other issues with their group. This is a talented roster. I mean, you look at Malcolm Brogdon, Victor Oladipo, TJ Warren, Domantas Sabonis, and Miles Turner. Even if they're not all playing together at the same time, like you could definitely call into question the ability of those 5 guys to play together, specifically with Turner and Sabonis in the front court. If Turner isn't shooting the ball extremely well from 3, or Sabonis isn't shooting the ball extremely well from 3, that spacing can definitely be a bit of an issue. And then TJ Warren being a relatively ball-dominant offensive player, maybe doesn't work super well with Brogdon and Oladipo, who both already need the ball. But just that group of 5 interchanged with bench guys and off-ball shooters is a really, really talented group. And again, I'm not saying that I didn't know that before the season started. I just thought that there were going to be some other things that were going to kind of uproot this team's chemistry and cause them more issues than they've had to begin the season. Now, certainly things can change down the road, and I think the Oladipo thing is still bit of an issue in terms of like, what are they going to do? Because he can be playing really well this year, but if he doesn't want to be there, then at the end of the year, he's still going to leave. And so are they going to explore the possibility of trading him at the trade deadline if he looks really, really good, and they are, 70% sure that he's going to go sign with a different team anyway? Is there going to be a significant trade market for him if other teams know that he's looking to go somewhere specifically in free agency? All those things are certainly question marks. And I think out of all the potential distractions, the Turner trade rumors, the Turner Sabonis fit, the new coach, whatever, TJ Warren not getting enough shots, I think still the biggest possible roadblock for this group is the possibility of some weird Oladipo stuff happening this year, or him not being able to sustain the way he's looked to start the season for the entire season, because he has looked fantastic. The other point to make here about Indiana is that whether it's Oladipo or otherwise, they have pieces to make some moves here moving forward as well. And again, the interchangeability of their pieces makes them, a very, very interesting trade team, in my opinion. If a team, does really, really want someone like Miles Turner, they can make a move there and improve other parts of their roster while not really losing a ton, because obviously Sabonis is one of the better big men in the Eastern Conference. And even if they end up trading someone like TJ Warren for, maybe a bit more of a complementary wing, a better defensive player, things like that, all of these 5 pieces can go in any position that you really want them to within a lineup, and I think that makes them, again, such a really dangerous and an interesting trade target. So I did not expect this. I will admit that like the bold prediction thing was something that I was obviously nervous about, because it's a bold prediction. It's not something that's like guaranteed to happen, but I didn't expect him to look this good this early. Sabonis, Oladipo, Brogdon, Warren, Turner, all those guys, they look really, 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 really good. Now, to be fair, you can call into question some of the competition if you want to, and, are they going to be able to sustain it, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're one injury away from things going poorly. I get all that. But I think it's still worth pointing out that the Indiana Pacers look like a really, really good team to begin this season, in contrast to what I thought they were going to be to start the year. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I thank you all very much for watching. Once again, my name is Tucker. If you missed any of my previous videos, then be sure to check out the boxes on screen. I upload twice a day, every day. It's a great place for consistent NBA content. So if you're interested in that, then please subscribe. You can also leave a like rating on the video as well. It helps me out a ton. Lets me know that you're enjoying the content and helps get it out to more people as well. And you can check me out at various socials at the bottom of the screen. There's a link in a link tree down in the description below. With all those things said, hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.